This broadcast is streamed and produced by Midnight Sports and is not affiliated with any hockey organization, club, or team. Midnight Sports is comprised of hockey parents who stream games for friends and family who cannot attend the games in person.
Hello and welcome on into the PlayLand Ice Casino in Rye, New York. You've got an exhibition matchup here between North Park and the New York Rams. The Rams come into today with a published 2-0-1 record. The Rams are an amalgam of Westchester teams that didn't quite go all the way to the 18U level, so smartly they combined those teams to make sure the kids could keep on playing up here in Ryan, Mamaroneck, and beyond. And so the Rams bring that 2-0-1 record here to the PlayLand Ice Casino to take on North Park. North Park coming off a thrilling 5-4 overtime victory at City Ice Pavilion last weekend. That was, in fact, an EJ-EPL game. I know there was some confusion, but it counted all right. And that 2 points, go to North Park for the overtime win. 5-4 victory in that second overtime. Late on, it was a beautiful one-timer that put North Park ahead for good. And so we're going to have all the coverage here for you from Rye, New York in 3 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll give you an extended look in at warm-ups. Up until then, this is North Park versus the Rams, and you are watching Midnight Sports. just 20 seconds left to go in the warm-up period here. We'll get you set on the scoreboard and get that L3 off your screen so we can get ready to get rolling here from Rye, New York. A reminder, North Park back in action next weekend. It's EJ Showcase numero dos. Midnight Sports now in Espanol. It is EJ Showcase, number 2, and that is going to be down in the Philadelphia area. North Park in action Friday evening. All the games are subject to carrier restrictions. That one won't be broadcast, but 2 games Saturday, a game Sunday. Go ahead and give Midnight Sports a like, follow, or subscription. Free to you. Helps us with visibility, and it means you won't miss a moment of 18U North Park action right here on Midnight Sports. All right, 15 on the board. Pucks being collected far end of the ice. It's a beautiful old ice rink up here in Rye, New York. PlayLand Casino ice. Just absolutely picture perfect. What feels like a very late summer eve on the water here in Rye. And the team's just getting set. Rams look ready. They'll head back to their bench for some last-minute strategy on this left side of the ice. Rams will be going left to right in the first and third periods. North Park, of course, will be going in the opposite direction. If you're just listening on the radio dial, you'll know which way they're going. But trust your eyeballs over my announcing, certainly. And so the team selected at the bench for the home team. Rams in their home white and orange. North Park in blue and green. And it looks like it will be Bo Bickhoff's net to kick this one off. He gets ready between the blue paint, taking over for Ryan Speaker from last weekend. And Bo looks set and ready to go. All right, some strategy now at the North Park bench. Rams continue their session. Officials just getting set with the scorekeeper on the far side of the ice. We'll be rolling here momentarily. It was a 6:15 kickoff, and they were ready on time, were the players, the rink, and the refs, and so always nice to see late on a Sunday night. Speaking as a parent who's going to battle traffic on the way home. And so we'll see who Coach Raynar throws over the bench here first. Looks like Grebin at left wing. It'll be Tannenbaum down the middle. Sweeney perhaps over at right wing, Farrow and Halpern to round out the 5 as the defensive pairing. And we are just about set. North Park on the ice. The Rams come over the boards. And we're going to be off and running in this 18U exhibition game momentarily. Remember, the scoreboard on your screen, just an approximation of what's going on in the rink. But goalie's ready, scorekeeper ready, puck dropped. It's North Park winning it back. Tannenbaum takes over, surveys his options between his defensemen. He's going to work it over to Sweeney. Sweeney chips it up for Grebin. Grebin, who was so crucial on the overtime assist in last weekend's game, had carried the puck forward. Here comes Tannenbaum back for the puck to pick up. It's Tannenbaum on the far side of the ice. In front of his bench, chips it up. Picking it up in stride is Grebin. Grebin all the way into the offensive zone. Comes to the side of the cage. He'll stop and delay. As Halpern up at the point. Puck spilled just a bit. Grebin has it back in the near corner. Grebin slings that up toward the near point, but the Rams will come away with it. It's the Rams trying to chip that deep. Farrow got a stick on it. He plays it over to the near wall to try and buy his team some time to get back in position. Back in position they do. It's Tannenbaum filling in for Farrow, who had been in the neutral zone, jamming up that play. And it's slung forward now by North Park. Rams will take over once more. It's the Rams trying to filter that up farther. This time they will dump in. Rams pour forward, but Tannenbaum back. Works it over for Samosi on the ice for the first time this evening as he sends it up and out of the zone. He was looking for Grebin, who will go for a change. Rams take over at their own blue line. They work it all the way up through the neutral zone, but without possession, and it rolls to Meller. Meller on over to Kluchek. Kluchek on up. He was looking for Samosi, found Keyworth, and now it's Vigliotti on the puck. He tries to filter that for Keyworth in the slot. North Park maintains possession. It's Samosi near corner, sends it and cycles it over to Vigliotti, far corner. Vigliotti works it just a bit deeper for Meller. Bouncing puck on up. Rams find it side of the cage. Still looking for our first shot on goal here. A minute and 40 seconds into this one. It'll be the Rams working that up through the neutral zone. Touching that puck off a stick was Keyworth. He takes the body, dumps his man into the North Park bench. But here come the Rams. Side of the cage. They fire it in. and it's Bickoff with a nice save. Ensuing shot goes wide. Now it's Keyworth working that puck up to the blue line, finds Vigliotti, who clears the zone for Meller. It's the Rams coming right back into the offensive end. They're in tight. They shoot just high over the cage. Bickoff was way out of the blue paint to cut down on the angle there. North Park's going to have to work this puck up and out. They do off the boards, up to the blue line. Not out of the zone just yet. Meller worked it farther, but here come the Rams once more. They fire in. This time Bickoff able to shrug that down into the padding. And so with 12:43 left to go here in the opening frame, it's a couple more shots on goal by the Rams. But still, goose eggs on the scoreboard. And a defensive zone draw upcoming. This will be Tannenbaum at the dot. He's got Sweeney to his left, Grebin and Halpern man the slot. Rams blow a tire on the end boards. Grebin able to cycle that up and out of the zone. He gets the return pass. He's got Tannenbaum with him. Grebin has Sweeney following. Grebin, side of the cage, throws that in. It's saved nicely by the Rams on a tight angle shot. Rams can't quite get it out of the zone. Dumped in once more by North Park. Turning is North Park. Grebin on over for Halpern. Halpern shoots in, and that one's gloved and stopped nicely by the Rams. And so a couple of shots on goal there by North Park. And an offensive zone draw upcoming here for the visitors. This will be Tannenbaum at the dot. Grebin to his left, Sweeney to his right. Clean win there by North Park. Sent down just a bit deeper, right back to Grebin. Grebin turns at the circle. Not much space on the near side. Throws it toward the slot. Sweeney sends it over. Farrow to pick it up. Far half wall. Farrow on the puck. Works it deeper into the slot. Puck ping-pongs around. And now it will be the Rams emerging with it all the way to the neutral zone. Getting back in a hurry was Farrow. A nice no-look behind the back pass. Finds Grebin. Grebin into the zone. Works it over towards Sweeney, who swipes it farther there. The Rams able to get a stick on it at the last second before the shot came off. It's Halpern swinging that in. And looking for the tip was Grebin. But the netminder for the Rams first to it. North Park able to keep the zone. Sweeney looking into the slot, trying to fire it farther there. Off the glass it goes. Up and out does the puck. And so just a shot on net for North Park on the sequence. It's the Rams trying to pick up this puck off their end boards on the North Park dump it. Rams will work it over to the near side of the ice as they try to send it farther. They do up to the blue line. Only so far as Halpern in the neutral zone. Across for Meller. The Rams, though, come away with it. 2-on-2 into the North Park zone. They shoot it high over the glove of Bickoff. He had the net covered, and North Park will look to pick up that puck. Keyworth out at his own end boards. He's surrounded by two men there, able to kick it farther up to the near point, but not out. The Rams dump in once more. All the way around it goes. Samosi to pick up on that far side of the ice. It's Samosi pulling it on his forehand up to the point. Not out, though, as North Park has to reset. Samosi gets it back. Far half wall. It's Samosi flinging it diagonally up and out. This one will go for an icing, but North Park happy to take the icing to relieve some of the pressure with 10:46 remaining to go. 10:45 now remaining to go here in this first period. It's going to be a far circle drop in the North Park zone after the North Park ice. Now the visitors will look to win this faceoff through Meller and get it up and out of the zone quickly. Meller clean win over toward Keyworth. Keyworth uses the board, sends it up to the point, and then it's Samosi able to tap it farther up and out. Vigliotti gives chase on the forecheck. Rams able to work that puck up back to the offensive blue line. And so across goes Keyworth. He's going to flick this one up and out of the zone. A good veteran play there by the captain to get the puck up and out and not take the icing. It's now the Rams working that puck far side of the ice. They tap it farther. Keyworth first to it at the logo. Works it on over toward Kluchek. Kluchek return pass to Keyworth on up now towards Sweeney. And it's dumped farther toward Meller. Meller in the offensive zone in the corner. Rams surround him. They take the puck, chip it over to the near side. Rams trying to touch it farther. Kluchek gets a stick on puck, but here come the Rams with speed. It's a mini break for the Rams all the way, and getting back in a hurry was Meller, and Bickoff did the rest. He made the save on a partial break as Meller was jamming his man up on the back check. And this game remains knotted at 0. It's the Rams dumping in once more. Keyworth to pick up the puck with speed. Whips it around the curved glass. And the Rams able to keep the zone on that far side. They send it to the near point, looking to get a shot off. Instead, they'll just have to dump on in. And it will be Sweeney far side of the ice trying to tap it farther on the breakoff. Kicked out of the zone by Keyworth there. And it's now Grebin and Tannenbaum combining to take the puck off their man. The Rams wanted a call on that. It was Keyworth waiting at the offensive blue line. for the home run pass. Couldn't connect for North Park. Keyworth gets it right in front of the camera well here. He turns with the puck, leaves for Grebin. Grebin across, and he had to be careful not to run into his own man there. Here come the Rams in the other direction. It's the Rams trying to break through two defenders, but across was Halpern. He had help from Tannenbaum and then reverses it up to the old 61. Tannenbaum able to carry it farther in the zone. He works it on up toward Farrow. Farrow into the offensive end. He's joined there by Grebin. Fires in. Blocker saved by the Rams. Farrow looks to get it back on the near side of the ice. The Rams tap it around to the far side. This has been a fast-paced game with very few whistles so far as North Park has it back right in front of the net, but gobbled up. Samosi was in close, and he was about to cross the blue paint. It was gobbled up by the Rams netminder, and so just like that, an offensive zone draw here with 8:38 left to go in the first on the Samosi break-in. It's an offensive zone draw for the visitors. This will be Meller at the far dot. Samosi behind him. Meller able to win it back towards Samosi, who shepherds it to the blue line, but out goes the puck, splitting some defenders on a nice poke check by the Rams. Farrow across for Halpern. Halpern on up, looking for Meller, who got a stick on it, and so there's no icing here as the Rams pick it up with speed. The Rams work that far side of the ice. Coming across is Vigliotti to settle that puck down and carry it into the neutral zone. Vigliotti all the way back to his blue line, reverses for Samosi. Samosi handcuffed just a bit by the pass, but he's able to gum up the zone breaking at first. Here come the Rams, though. Look out. They shoot in wide of the cage, and now it's Halpern on the near side to pick it up in stride. He's got Meller in front of him. Halpern up the left wing. Still Halpern into the offensive zone on the forehand. Backhanded pass towards Samosi. Oh, he nearly switched up the netminder and just missed the net. There was no shooting lane toward the net front. It was a great play by North Park. Just a little bit off because of the good defending from the Rams. It's now the Rams in front of their own bench trying to carry that puck up and out of the zone. They do. Meller right on the puck immediately, leaves it for Vigliotti. Vigliotti into the offensive end, loads up on the forehand, shoots in, glove save by the Rams, and we get a stoppage in play with 7.5 left to go here in this first period. Shot on goal for North Park, nothing more just yet as we are halfway through the first at the PlayLand Ice Casino in Rye, New York. This will be Tannenbaum at the dot. Kluchek and Grebin behind. Keyworth and Sweeney on the ice as well. That puck won by North Park, and it's Kluchek throwing it to some open ice far side of the offensive zone. Rams emerge with it. They'll send it all the way down, but only so far as Kluchek there on the far side of the ice. The shot does come in. Bickoff with the save. It's Kluchek trying to work that puck off the far half wall on up. Leaves for Sweeney, who chips on up, and now Keyworth in stride. He's joined by Grebin, 2-on-2. Keyworth pushed to that far half wall. He'll turn, maintain possession. Oh, he hits a trailer, and Tannenbaum, who shoots and scores. Oh, boy, oh, boy. It was Tannenbaum as the trailer. He was hit by Keyworth in stride. And just like that, it's North Park striking first here at the PlayLand Ice Casino. A beautiful play by the visitors. Put them up 1-0 halfway through the first. It's now the Rams looking to strike back on their own as North Park works that up into the offensive zone, but just a bit offside. And so with 6:50 left to go in the first, we get a stoppage in play and a neutral zone draw upcoming. Now, boy, it was tic-tac-toe for North Park, breaking through the neutral zone into the offensive end. And Keyworth to Tannenbaum, always a lethal combination out there. And that's exactly what happened to the back of that net. That's Kluchek, tight angle shot. Saved nicely once more by the Rams netminder. Stopped it with the glove, threw the big mitt on it, and made sure it was just a shot on goal for the visitors. Nothing more with 6:39 left to go here in the first. Now it'll be Vigliotti, Meller, Halpern, Farrow, and Samosi as the five skaters in blue and green. Clean win once more by Meller, and Halpern works it on down to Vigliotti, who throws it across. It's kept in by Farrow, dumps it deeper for Samosi. Samosi looking for Vigliotti, who was streaking in toward the slot. Instead works it up to Farrow. Farrow shoots in. It was a screen shot saved very nicely by the Rams goalie. And so now it's Vigliotti looking on up. He was trying to go and give with Meller. And instead, North Park will have to reset in the neutral zone here. It's Samosi settling that puck down, shoveling it farther back to Farrow, sends it on up. North Park had to be careful there not to take a too many men on the ice penalty, and they didn't take it. It'll be Halpern in the near defensive corner. He'll skate this behind his net, looking to reverse his Halpern, and he does on over. It's Farrow now on the forehand, chips that up to the blue line, but Samosi able to pick it up in stride, and now it's Sweeney for Meller on the near side of the ice. Meller carries it into the offensive zone, gets stood up there. Samosi will take over, takes a hit, but works it deeper in the zone. Sweeney gives chase on the forecheck. Farrow all the way across is pinched in to keep this puck in the zone. It's Samosi on the forehand, far side, tight angle shot. That one got through, but the Rams netminder got enough of it to keep it out, and here come the New York Rams in the other direction. Jousting with his man is Halpern. Meller across to separate his man from the puck. It's still the Rams in the slot, but settling that puck down was North Park. They throw it on up to the blue line, no farther just yet. All the way to the end boards comes that puck. It's North Park working that puck up and out. Meller touches it past a man. Joined on the rush there by Sweeney. It's Meller all the way in. North Park making a change. Shot in. That one will be covered up by the Rams goaltender. And so a shot on goal during the line change there for North Park. Good play by Meller. Keep that puck in the offensive zone as we are just under 5 to play here in the first period. From Rye, it's Sweeney, Grebin, Tannenbaum, Kluchek, and Keyworth as the 5 skaters for the visitors. Stalking forward with the faceoff win was North Park. It's going to roll up to Keyworth to Kluchek, and that shot gets deflected up and out of play. We'll do it all over again here with 4:50 left to go in the first. Should be a near circle drop. We'll see. Well, sometimes the officials will pick the face-off circle they want, despite the fact that it was shot and went out on this side of the ice. And the officials reminding the players to stay out of the face-off circle other than the centerman for the drop. Anyway, that puck filtered to the low slot, comes all the way up to Kluchek at the top of the slot. He'll stalk in on his backhand, trying to dump that puck in deeper. Sweeney to pick up at the end boards. He's got a Rams man all over him. Worked up to the near half wall, but Sweeney able to keep the zone. Fired across. They were looking for Keyworth, who had come on in from the point. Kluchek pinches all the way in, filters that puck just a bit farther. He's looking for Grebin, who turned for it in that far corner. Grebin off a skate. Sweeney fires on it, and it's Sweeney trying to cycle that puck just a bit deeper. It's going to come all the way up to the blue line and out. Tannenbaum will settle. It's Tannenbaum on the puck. Fires that up toward Keyworth, just out of his reach, but it's kept in the zone. Keyworth down just a bit deeper for Grebin, who's able to pull that puck and send it toward the slot. That puck was ended up in the leg pads of the defenseman and then the netminder of the Rams. And so it's Grebin right back to work here. Works it up for Keyworth off the boards. Keyworth cycles it to Grebin. Grebin tries to carry it farther. He's looking on down for Samosi. Samosi on the puck. He goes around a man there, but he's got 2 Rams on him. The puck will roll up toward Tannenbaum, who's able to stalk in. He cuts across toward the slot. Tannenbaum shoots just high of the cage. It'll be Tannenbaum all the way across, though, to pick that puck up once more. It's Tannenbaum now at the end boards. And the sequence so fraught, we haven't even been able to put out the shot on goal. That was the ping-ponging puck in front of the net. Here come the Rams back in the other direction anyway. It's still the Rams. They're in net front. They shoot in, and that puck saved by... No, it ended up in the back of the net. It looked like Bickoff had made the save. Instead, it's a goal for the Rams. The old point toward the back of the net held the tail, and so on a broken play that turned into a breakaway with 3:18 left to go here in the first, the Rams strike back, making this a 1-1 hockey game. Now it's North Park now trying to win that puck forward. Vigliotti will fire on it on the near side of the ice. It's carried forward by the Rams into the zone as Vigliotti gets that puck back from Sweeney and dumps it through the neutral zone into the offensive end, but without possession. Here come the Rams right back in the other direction. They'll work it up to the blue line. They touch, so there's no icing. Bickoff out of his cage to settle that puck for his teammates. On the near side of the ice, the puck comes. It's touched farther by North Park. The Rams pick up once more. The teams now trying to feel each other out just a little bit with a possession game. It's Vigliotti leaving that puck there for Sweeney. Sweeney joined on the rush by Meller. Sweeney goes past a man, dumps that puck just a bit deeper. Some equipment spinning on the ice. Thrown in front. Sweeney was looking for a teammate at the back post. It's Halpern keeping the zone. It's touched on up to that far half wall, and now the Rams able to get that puck up and out. It's the Rams in full stride. Farrow able to get in the way of his man. A great defensive play by 31 there. The Rams have it back, though, at the end boards in the offensive zone, trying to cycle it around to the far side. Halpern all over his man now. Just over 2 minutes left to play. Fired in, sticked aside by Bickoff. It's North Park, desperate to get this puck on up and out of the zone. North Park will send it up to Vigliotti. It was a nice play by Meller to get him the puck, and now Halpern fires forward with it. North Park making a partial change. It's Halpern and Meller tight in the zone, all the way behind the cage. Thrown on up, looking for a trailer in Grebin, touched farther by North Park. Meller has it back, cycles it on a no-look pass, gets it right back at the end boards, and joining to help is Samosi. Throws it in front, sticked farther by Halpern there. It's Meller now, carrying that puck to the far corner. Puck thrown around to the near side of the ice. North Park able to complete their change here. That rolling puck might go all the way to the end line. No, it's going to curve, and so across for it was North Park. And it's now Keyworth all the way into the offensive end, trying to fire in. That one hits a stick and goes up and over the glass and out of play. And it was Kluchek who had come all the way across to prevent any scoring chance for the Rams. And in fact, break out Keyworth for the shot that just resulted in the offensive zone draw. Clean win by Tannenbaum. Across for Kluchek, fired in, sticked aside by the Rams. It's Tannenbaum back with it. Up to Kluchek, who dumps it in farther. No shooting lane for him. The Rams look to get this puck up and out. They'll cycle it nearly right in front of their netminder. Kluchek, though, throws it in farther. The Rams, with some speed now, will break in the other direction. They throw it all the way across the ice in front of the scorer's booth. They carry it farther, but with a big hit there was Keyworth separating his man from the puck. North Park still looking to get this puck up and out. Kicked farther there by Samosi to Keyworth. Keyworth on the puck behind his own cage, throws it straight up through the center of the ice. This one's going to go off the post, and so it goes for an icing as it crosses the end line with 38 seconds left to go in this period. Very entertaining hockey game. An exhibition 18U match here from the PlayLand Ice Casino. And shots certainly in North Park's favor, 13-5 on our board, but it doesn't quite tell the tale of this game. The Rams have had several very good chances. A couple of partial breakaways and a full one. They were able to find pay dirt on the full breakaway. And so now it's North Park looking to get back into the lead of this game. That clearance went off a Rams player, and so North Park not called for an icing there. Here comes Tannenbaum with the puck, working around to the near side. He finds Vigliotti there, tries to cycle it right back to him. Puck sits in the near corner. Couple of players still trying to work that puck up and out. Halpern pinched in to try and keep the puck in the zone. Thrown across by the Rams. Farrow to pick up in front of the Rams bench. He gets wiped out there, but it's going to be a penalty here on the Rams as Farrow was facing the boards and took a direct hit in the back. He seems fine. But with 3 seconds left in this first period, it will be North Park to the first power play of the day. And unless the visitors are able to strike immediately, expect this power play to continue on into the second period. Power play unit numero uno over the boards. This will be Meller, Tannenbaum, Halpern, Keyworth, and Grebin as the five skaters in blue and green. Puck drop, one to the corner by the Rams, fired in, and there goes the buzzer after the save. And so after one, it's North Park 1, the Rams 1. Still a minute and 58 seconds left to go on the man advantage. When we come back, this is Midnight Sports. the whistle to start period number 2 here from the PlayLand Ice Casino. Teams have switched sides. So North Park in their road blue and green jerseys will be going left to right on your television screen or radio dial. Looks like it will be Tannenbaum, Meller, Greben, Halpern, and Keyworth as the power play unit to start this period. And so, as you know, that power play continues on into this second period. Just a 3-second clip in that first period. It'll be North Park taking that face-off win, working it from Greben back to Keyworth. Keyworth on up to Tannenbaum. Tannenbaum on the puck, carries it into the offensive zone and waits for his team to get set up. It's Greben to pick up off the end boards there. He'll turn with it, looking for Tannenbaum near side of the ice. Finds him. Tannenbaum surveys his options. It's Halpern quarterbacking that power play right back to Tannenbaum near side. Tannenbaum looking for the bumper instead. Back to Halpern. One-timer in. Fired and scored. Well, it was the one-timer far side of the ice from Keyworth. And he was able to get the goaltender to move post to post, shoot and score. And just like that, it's North Park reestablishing its lead here on the power play, just 30 seconds into this second period. It's now the Rams working that forward. Back to 5-on-5 hockey here. It's Kluchek over for Keyworth. On up goes that puck. It'll be the Rams taking right back over and working it into the offensive zone, trying to touch it farther in the slot there. It's Samosi who'd come all the way across. He helps out Kluchek. They're trying to work it up to Meller. Is North Park. They do. Meller across for Keyworth. Keyworth skates past a man up to his own blue line, and he finds Kluchek in strike. Kluchek into the offensive zone now. It's Kluchek trying to get that puck toward the net front. He's got Samosi near side of the ice. Bodies upended in front. Keyworth tries a one-timer. He was hoping for a deflection on that far side, but kept in by Meller. Cycled deeper for Greben. Greben on the puck. Carries it across into the slot on the backhand. Wings it farther, and that's going to be gobbled up by the Rams netminder with 13:42 left to go in this second period. Not officially a shot on goal there as the puck was just trickling across the crease. But both teams will make a line change here. It's Vigliotti, Sweeney, and Tannenbaum. Farrow and Halpern as the defenders on this near circle drop in the offensive zone. Tannenbaum at the dot. Puck works deeper by the Rams, but only up to now. Farrow, who fires in looking for a deflection. It comes to Sweeney, side of the cage. Carries it farther. The Rams try to get that puck in deeper. It's Farrow, though, chipping it toward the slot. Rams take over, and they'll break out on the far side of the ice. Getting all the way across was Tannenbaum on the back check and picking the pocket of the man in front of him. Tannenbaum now on the puck. Cycles that on over, looking for Halpern, and he finds it. Halpern on the puck. He's got two Rams around him, but able to cycle it for Farrow, who touches it farther for Tannenbaum. 2-on-3. Now a 3-on-3 developing here for North Park. Puck rolls all the way into the slot. Sits there. Chipped in. Kicked, save, and a beaut by the Rams netminder in front. And here come the Rams back in the other direction. It's the Rams all the way across the logo into the offensive zone. The Rams stop and delay. They fire in, they shoot, they score on a screen shot. And not much Bickoff could have done on that one, as the Rams found the back of the net on the screen shot that picked the top near corner. And Bickoff saw it, but only too late with the screen that had come across. And so, just like that, 12:51 left to go in the second. It's all knotted up at 2. Here in Westchester County. This will be Meller at the dot. Clean win. Back to Keyworth. Keyworth for Kluchek, point to point. Kluchek chips it up through the neutral zone. Greben carries it farther there. Greben trying to touch it into the offensive zone. It's the Rams, though, coming away with it in that far corner. Nice back check there by North Park. Keeps the puck in the zone momentarily until it's kicked out by the Rams near side of the ice. Here come the Rams, carrying it farther. And Greben will pick up in his own zone. Sends it across the slot. The Rams throw that in. Bickoff able to stick it aside. Follow-up shot goes just wide. Well, Bickoff with the reaction save, keeping this game knotted at 2. And now it'll be Samosi carrying that puck into the offensive end. Samosi around a man in tight. That shot kicked aside on the near post after Samosi had beaten 2 men. North Park desperate to keep the puck in the zone here. It's the Rams coming away with it. Meller all over his man on the back check, grabbing to pick up and try and turn with it. Rams on the puck up the near half wall now. That puck's just going to roll up to the blue line. It's touched farther by the home team, and so back goes Keyworth to pick it on up. Keyworth had two Rams on him, and he tried to find Meller, who was leaving the zone for a home run pass instead. North Park just a bit offside, and this faceoff should come all the way back into the North Park zone. That's where the pass was released from. And so it will be a far circle drop to Bickoff's left. Here, 3 minutes and 17 seconds into this second period. It's Tannenbaum at the dot. Able to work that puck behind him, and Halpern to pick up behind his own net. Halpern on the forehand, able to chip that off the boards. He gives up possession, but he gets the puck up and out of the zone. And the Rams send it right back into the offensive zone here. They try to go around a defender and hit Bickoff short side, but he kicks that puck on out. And now the Rams look to set up once more. Tannenbaum touches it past one man, but not two, as North Park still looking to get this puck on up and out. Rolling puck, top of the near circle. It's Tannenbaum able to settle that puck out. And he works it down low for Farrow, who reverses, but the Rams pick up. Rams on the one-timer can't connect. It was a great play there by Halpern to cut out the threat. And we'll get a stoppage in play here as North Park will be going to the box. Looks like it might be Sweeney here for cross-checking in the low slot. And no, it'll be Farrow. Excuse me to Sweeney, as an official had just gestured at Sweeney, but instead took Farrow, which makes a little more sense. When you see a cross-check in the low slot, usually a defender doing the dirty work there. And so Aiden Farrow to the box. 2 minutes on the board. This game knotted at 2 in the second. Hopefully 2 is your favorite number. It's 11:02 left to go here in the middle frame. All right, North Park looking to kill off this penalty. And it's the Rams firing in. It hits a body in front, doesn't get through. Rams maintain possession. Backhander fought off by Bickoff. And now it will be the Rams working it on up to the near point. But that puck rolls on up and out. And so back goes the power play unit for the home team here in white. Puck touched up through the neutral zone, but it's Kluchek firing in. And that puck's going to roll all the way to the end boards, as it'll count as a zone clearance for North Park. North Park has it back through Kluchek, who muscles it up through the neutral zone once more. It's Tannenbaum and Meller on the forecheck. Rams work it up strong side of the ice. Now they're in business through the neutral zone. Here come the Rams into the offensive end. Rams on the forehand. They fire that up, and it's Bickoff who's going to glove it and freeze it with 10:19 left to go in this second period. 1:17 left to go on the man advantage. Offensive zone draw upcoming for the Rams. Power play. Now this will be Tannenbaum, Keyworth, Meller, and Kluchek. Far side of the ice to Bickoff's left. Puck's dropped, Rams carry it, and they shoot in. Bickoff with a big save there as that puck rolls to the far corner. It's Keyworth now trying to take the puck off his man. Puck's going to sit there momentarily as it's rolled to that far corner and then up to the far point. Rams have it back. They fire it in. Another save there from Bickoff. The Rams trying to work that toward the net front, near side of the ice. Bouncing puck as Keyworth fires on it on the far side. He's able to push his man off the puck there. He throws it to Meller. Meller sends it up softly toward Tannenbaum, who touches it farther to Keyworth. Look out. This could be Tannenbaum in a mini break. On the backhand. Tight angle shot. He shoots. He scores. Oh, boy, can you believe it? A short-handed goal for the visitors there. Absolutely world-class by North Park on the backhand to shoot and score and reestablish their one-goal lead. They still have 40 seconds left to kill on this man advantage on the ice, and so this will be Tannenbaum at the drop. He's got Grebin to his left, who tries to fire the puck farther. Rolls to Halpern. Halpern able to work that puck into the offensive zone, but without possession. 33 seconds left to go for the Rams on their power play. They work it behind their net. It's Tannenbaum on the forecheck. That puck rolls to the near corner, and it's Keyworth firing on it and keeping it in the zone. A great play again by the captain, as Grebin will puck hunt behind the net, nearly gets his stick on it, but the Rams able to reverse directions. 13 seconds left to go on the Rams power play here from the PlayLand Ice Casino. It's the Rams trying to get that puck up and out. It was Tannenbaum who was able to block the breakout pass, and the Rams have to reset. Just 2 seconds left to go, and now it's 5-on-5 hockey here, as it'll be Tannenbaum breaking into the zone, into the slot. Look out, he's on the forehand. Tannenbaum shoots just high of the cage. He was trying to pick that top corner to go with his collection of top corner goals, but here's Keyworth. He shoots, he scores! Well, there was no doubt about it from the captain there as he found the back of the net. And just like that, it's North Park 4, the Rams 2. Now ensuing faceoff's going to be Meller, Samosi, and Sweeney as the forwards. They win it forward but without possession, and so the Rams pick up in their own end. It's now Meller working that puck off his man back to Halpern, but the Rams pour forward into the offensive end. It's the Rams there trying to set up a shot. North Park gets a couple of sticks in the way, and here comes Halpern on up for Samosi. Samosi into the offensive zone. Samosi trying to send it over to Sweeney to touch farther. It rolls all the way to Halpern and shoots just high of the cage. Fair out to pick up near side of the ice. It's North Park working that puck just a bit deeper. Samosi sends it farther there. Meller trying to combine to get that puck up toward the net front. It's now Samosi trying to get the puck out toward the net front. The Rams work it up the near half wall, and they'll skate it up and out of the zone. It's the Rams in a 3-on-2 into the offensive end. Farrow reaches for the puck. He's able to hit it off the stick of his man. A good poke check there by Aiden Farrow as the puck just sits in the corner. Meller and Farrow trying to work it out there as the officials telling the players to move it on this near side of the ice. It's caught between some skates as the puck sits there. The players running out of some energy, but it's the Rams who come away with it side of the cage. Good stick work by Sweeney to chop it off the stick of his man, and now Samosi with the puck in the neutral zone. Still Samosi across the logo. He skates around a man into the offensive end, throws it to the near side of the ice, but it's North Park having to reset right at the logo. Halpern now stops, delays, point to point with Farrow. Farrow on up. Sweeney touches it farther. Here come the Rams, though, in the opposite direction. A nice pass connects into the offensive zone. It's the Rams. They're turned on the backhand, and they work it up to the point, fire it wide, and they'll pick up, will the home team, on that far side of the ice. It's North Park working it up to the blue line, touching it farther. Look out, 2-on-1 developing here for the visitors. Tannenbaum into the offensive end. He's got Grebin all the way across, shoots, and it's saved by the Rams netminder, and they'll come back in the opposite direction. That home run pass nearly connects. They had to wait at the blue line. Vigliotti able to body his man at the blue line, but he's going to go to the box for that. It's the Rams on a delayed penalty, still with the puck across his Grebin. He'll touch up, and we'll get a stoppage in play. They're going to call elbowing, it looks like, on Vigliotti. Didn't see any arm raised from up here from the North Park man, but he'll end up in the box, and so North Park with a 2-goal lead, down a man here, and looks like we might have a goaltender change for the visitors, as this is the only game of the weekend for North Park. And so Bickoff did very well in his his period and a little over a half of play. And so all credit to Bo Bickoff for keeping this a 2-goal game. And Speaker in now on the penalty kill. Fired in. That hits a body in front. And now North Park looking to break in the other direction. There's not going to be any icing here because North Park is on the penalty kill. Grebin first to it. Curls with it, far side. It's kicked up and out of the zone. The Rams try to carry it farther. Delayed offside here on North Park, but the Rams have the puck. It's the Rams into the offensive end, looking to shoot in top of the near circle. They're in the slot. They fire in. Speaker fights that one off with the face mask, and so the Rams have to reset at the blue line. They're offside. They can't touch it. North Park has possession. They're going to fire it all the way down, and that puck's going to hit the end boards as it's North Park away with it through Grebin. Grebin on the kill. Still a minute and 17 seconds left to go here on the man advantage. Under 6 minutes left to play in this second period. It's Meller just trying to eat up some time on those end boards as the Rams will come away with it eventually. Rams with the skater advantage, can't connect on the breakout. Grebin back with it. It's Grebin on the puck, carries it to those end boards, cycles it to himself in that far corner as the puck just sits there. 52 seconds left to go on the man advantage. And this will be North Park emerging with it. Top of the far circle, chipped across for Tannenbaum. Tannenbaum receives, kicks it farther there. It's North Park in the offensive zone, down a man still for 40 more seconds. North Park still with possession of the puck. Tannenbaum turns with it at the end boards, tries to work it farther. The Rams will eventually come away with it. Rams skate it up and out of their zone, trying that diagonal pass to connect. Instead, they'll stalk through the slot with it. They shoot in. Speaker with the save. That rebound came out front, but it was settled by Kluchek, who works the puck on up. A nice touch by Keyworth. Sees the puck go into the offensive end, but the Rams get it back. This time they're offside, and so with 4:50 left to go in this second period and 11 seconds left to go on the man advantage, we get a stoppage in play and a neutral zone drop near side of the ice in this second period. Now this will be Tannenbaum at the dot. Samosi to his left, Halpern and Farrow as the defenders. Clean win by North Park. It's Samosi back to Farrow, sends it up and out of the zone. Tannenbaum carries it farther. 5 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Tannenbaum into the slot on the backhand, fired in. It's saved there by the Rams netminder and covered up. And we'll get a stoppage in play, but we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here with 4:37 remaining to go in this middle frame. This is Samosi, Tannenbaum, Bigliotti, Farrow, and Halpern as the 5 skaters in blue. Clean win by North Park. Samosi to Farrow. Farrow shovels it farther. The Rams to pick up with some speed. They work it up and out of their zone. It's a 2-on-1, but it was Halpern who got a stick to it to cut out the threat. And here comes Samosi back in the other direction. This time, though, North Park's the team offside. And so with 4:23 left to go in this second period, we'll do it all over again out of the Rams zone. Well, folks, a reminder, North Park back in action next weekend at the EJEPL Showcase outside Philadelphia, PA. Tune in for games 2 through 4, subject to carrier restrictions, right here on Midnight Sports. This is the Rams trying to work that puck farther, and Farrow takes over, works it to Halpern. Halpern on up, finds Grebin there. Grebin carries farther into the offensive zone, and he will give chase in that far corner. He gets a cheer from the bench as he had kicked it to himself. Farrow had pinched in, works that puck on his forehand, shifts it to the slot, and then it's chipped up and out by the Rams. Chasing all the way back for it is Halpern. He's got a man or two on him, depending on how many. 1-2 forecheck here for the Rams. Halpern skates past, carries that puck up to the blue line, but not out. Here come the Rams. They stalk in on the forehand, trying to get past a man. Still had it for a moment, but it was Farrow able to get a skate on the puck. The Rams have to delay as they get out of the zone. They'll dump right back in. Meller able to body his man off the puck, looking for some support from Farrow. He gets it. Farrow now with the puck, sends that up through the neutral zone. He was looking for Meller. We're going to get an icing call here, though, on North Park as Meller and Farrow just at odds and evens there on where the pass was going to go. 3:23 left to go here in the second period. Defensive zone drop upcoming for the visitors from Long Island City. Kluchek, Tannenbaum, Bigliotti, Samosi, and Keyworth as the 5 skaters for the visitors. Clean win there by the Rams. Firing on it was Bigliotti. Rams dump in once more. Kluchek to pick up that puck and skate to his end board. Shovels it over towards Samosi. Samosi tries to carry it farther. Rams up to the point. Rams dump in once more. Settling that puck is Kluchek. He's got a man draped on his shoulder. Kluchek reverses it on over, or cycles it, I should say, for Bigliotti, who finds Samosi in the slot. Samosi on up for Keyworth. A nice pass there by 91 to 19. His opposite number chips it farther. It's touched home. Well, it was Samosi to Keyworth to Tannenbaum, and there was no doubt about it. As 61 able to touch that one home and give North Park a 3-goal lead here in the middle period. He's back at it, is Tannenbaum, carrying that puck into the offensive zone, side of the cage. On the backhand, tries to go short side. It's saved nicely by the Rams. It's now North Park trying to set something up. They keep the puck in the zone. Fired in, saved once more by the Rams netminder, and here come the Rams right back in the other direction. Rams out here, sending it toward the slot, setting up a shot there. They fire in. Speaker gets a glove on it and throws it up and over the net. And so now it'll be Tannenbaum coming away with it. Fired on up. He was looking for Vigliotti. It's Keyworth in a foot race, but the Rams netminder able to get that puck to the half wall. North Park keeps the zone. It's Keyworth firing that in and on net. After he pulled it out of the air with the glove, it's saved nicely once more by the Rams netminder. And so we get a stoppage in play here with 2:10 left to go in the second. Just 130 seconds left to go in this middle frame. And it's an offensive zone draw for North Park. It's Meller, Farrow, Halpern, Sweeney. And it looks like Grebin far side of the ice. Clean wing. Grebin shoots in. Soft shot was deflected just wide. Now the Rams try to get that puck up and out. Sweeney throws it toward the slot. Look out. It's Grebin shooting in. A wonderful save by the Rams netminder there. Keeps this a 3-goal game. Farrow able to keep the zone. He's got a man draped on him. Turning with the puck. Cycles it just a bit deeper. Rams trying to fire that up and out of the zone. They do eventually flick it up and out. Meller's back for it. Meller across for Halpern. Halpern with the puck. Just by the Rams bench. Fires that up toward Grebin. Looked like it took a deflection. The officials don't agree. And so, with 99 seconds left to go in this second period, it's an icing on North Park. And a face-off in their defensive zone, far side of the ice. Time enough to thank you for joining us here on Midnight Sports. This will be Meller at the far dot. Got Halpern behind him, Grebin and Farrow in the slot. The Rams have it. They fire in. Speaker takes it from the face mask, but makes the save. And now it's the Rams trying to get that puck out in front once more. North Park all over them. Meller and Halpern able to combine and work that up toward Grebin, who sends it out of the zone. Sweeney on the forecheck up the middle of the ice. It's the Rams cycling it to the near side, trying to get past Farrow. They can't. Halpern across for some support for his defensive partner. Halpern on the forehand behind his net. He's got a Rams man stalking him there, but he sends that puck up to the blue line, not out. Here come the Rams in the other direction. Halpern right back for the puck, and on the backhand, able to send it up to the blue line. The Rams still with the puck. They pull it in tight. They shoot in wide of the cage. Speaker had come way out of the blue paint there. 52 seconds left to go here in the second. In tight, Speaker blocks the jam shot and jumps on top of it. And so, just a shot on goal for the Rams, nothing more. Looks like Speaker's shaking the hand off just a little bit as he took a stick to it. But no worse for the wear, and so it's going to be a face-off far side of the ice. That puck had bounced strangely off the boards on that far corner and rolled right toward the net front, but it's North Park living to fight another day on it. It's Kluchek carrying that puck up to the top of the near circle. Samosi able to pull it farther and send it up and out of the zone just to relieve some of this pressure. Here come the Rams, though, right back in the other direction. Across is Keyworth to settle that puck. Point to point for Kluchek. Kluchek on the puck now, and he'll chip that up to the blue line out of the zone. The Rams dump in once more. Looks like that puck is able to bounce into the North Park zone, but Keyworth first to it. He touches it past a man and then two. Keyworth in full stride now. The captain into the offensive end. Tries to set up a shot there. He's on the forehand. Hits a trailer in Vigliotti, who shoots just high of the cage. It bounces out, touch farther, and saved nicely on the Samosi rebound. It's the Rams trying to pick up now with just 1 second left to go in the period. That ought to do it, and does. And so after two, it's North Park 5, the New York Rams 2. Stick around. We're going to get the final frame here in just a moment. This is Midnight Sports. right, 15 on the board as promised. This will be the third period from PlayLand Ice. Teams have once again switched sides. It'll be North Park going right to left on your screen once more. Goaltenders being checked. Scorekeeper being checked. And it's Meller, Grebin, Halpern, Farrow, and Samosi as the 5 skaters for North Park to take this drop. Meller at the logo. And the puck's dropped. It's Meller chipping that forward for Grebin, who fires through 2 men, carries it into the offensive end. Meller on the forehand. Look out, sending it across. It was Meller trying to touch it home in the low slot, just out of his reach. And here come the Rams right back in the other direction. It's the Rams into the offensive end, curling toward the circle. Threat was cut out there by North Park. It was Samosi on the back check who had that puck roll all the way to Halpern, who cleaned up. It's now Samosi going past a man. It was a toe drag all the way across. Jam shot doesn't happen for North Park, and so we get a stoppage in play here as the Rams with a nice save 33 seconds into this final frame. And it's going to be a near circle drop in the offensive zone for North Park. This is Meller, Grebin, Halpern, Samosi, and Farrow as the 5 skaters. It's whipped around to the far side of the ice. Samosi able to kick it to himself. He pulls it off the boards there. Backhand pass, can't quite connect. Here come the Rams on the breakout. Grebin across to jam that breakout up. Rolling puck finds Farrow in the neutral zone. Farrow up the center of the ice looking for Meller, who tries to touch it farther. Getting back was Samosi, who works it to Farrow. Farrow on up to Grebin. Grebin across with the puck into the offensive zone. It's Grebin on the forehand. Tight angle. He'll turn with it in this near corner. Still Grebin on the puck. Fires it across. It was Sweeney trying to bat it out of the air, and he did, just a bit wide of the cage. Now Meller in for support. Meller near circle. Sends it all the way across to Farrow. Farrow receives it in stride. Sends it in. Shoots and scores. Well, it looks like Meller's going to get the credit for it on the Farrow shot. It was Meller who tipped it farther and did the damage, making this a 4-goal hockey game early on in this third frame. And so, just like that, it's North Park 6, the Rams 2. Puck's dropped, 1 by North Park, and now it'll be Kluchek on the puck. He goes point to point with Keyworth. Keyworth on up toward Vigliotti. Vigliotti tracks it down, tries to bat it farther. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone is swept in by North Park, but without possession. Vigliotti on the forecheck. It's the Rams trying to get that puck up and out. Sweeney over, keeping that puck in the zone at the half wall. Puck hits a couple of skates, does eventually work its way out, but it's Tannenbaum keeping that puck from going any farther, and Sweeney able to swipe it right in. It's now the Rams working it up the near side of the ice. They're able to filter it past the blue line. No farther, though. It was Kluchek who had pinched in. The late offside was coming on North Park, and so they couldn't touch up. Rams will dump this all the way into the offensive zone. It's Kluchek meeting his man at the end boards there. Tries a stick lift. Cutting out the threat, though, was Tannenbaum in the low slot. He'll turn with it. Under 13 minutes left to play here as North Park sends that puck all the way up and out of the zone. It's going to go for an icing. It was pretty close to a couple of sticks in front of the North Park bench, but the officials call the icing, as is their right, and so with 12:44 left to go in this one, it's going to be a defensive zone drop. It is Halpern, Farrow, Samosi, Meller, and Grebin out there for the visitors. Face off, the Rams try to pull farther. It's stuck in some skates, though, at the dot. It is touched farther. Turnaround shot can't quite connect. Goes off a skate near side of the ice. And now it's Meller with the puck. He's going to cycle it over near side for Halpern. Uses body position to work it up to Grebin. Not out just yet. Batted in once more by the Rams. And Halpern takes over on the far side of the ice. Works it up to Samosi. A nice breakout there by North Park. And now Grebin one-on-one with his man into the offensive end. It's Grebin there. Tries to throw it to the trailer in Meller. Meller gets it back. And on the forehand works it up to Halpern. Halpern shoots in. Deflection play was on. But it was the Rams man who got to the puck first. And now the Rams into the offensive end. But it's Halpern who looked like he was able to get in front of his man instead. He's going to go to the box here. After he touches up, he doesn't understand the call. And the North Park bench wants a bit of an explanation, but he's going to get called for holding. And so, with 11:56 left to go in this game, it's a power play to the Rams, who are looking for a way back right now. They'll get a face-off in the North Park zone. Keyworth, Tannenbaum, Vigliotti, and Kluchek as the penalty killers for North Park. Face off to Speaker's right. Clean win by the Rams there. Not sure North Park was quite ready for it, but it's the Rams in the slot trying to fire in. Bouncing puck. Spins wide of the cage. Vigliotti tries to work that puck out. Deflected shot goes high and wide. It's the Rams back on it, but it looks like that puck might have hit the netting, and so we'll get a stoppage in play here with 11:42 left to go in this third period. 1:46 left to go on the man advantage. Face off far side of the ice. Tannenbaum to take. Puck's dropped. Clean win by the Rams. These officials want this game to move along as they are dropping as soon as the players enter the circle. Shot in. That shot goes high of the cage up into the netting once more on a deflection. And so 11:33 left to go here in the third. We'll do it all over again. Spoke too soon about how few whistles there were in the early part of this game, given that we're getting a whistle every 8 seconds or so in this third period. Clean win that time by North Park. Kluchek with the puck, bats it up and out of the zone. The Rams fired all the way across. They've cleared the offensive zone. Across is Vigliotti, bodies his man off the puck. Puck rolls across the blue line once more, and settling it now is Tannenbaum. On over for Kluchek. Kluchek across for Keyworth, who fires that puck on up. It's Tannenbaum now carrying it into the offensive end. It's Tannenbaum one-on-one with his man, tries to go past the last man. Can't quite do it, and here come the Rams right back in the other direction. 2-on-2 are the Rams into the slot. They're going to chip it off a skate. It's Speaker who gets a glove on it, throws it toward the end boards. Now it's the Rams on the puck, firing it all the way across. Speaker guides that wide. It'll be the Rams chipping it around to the near side. Rams still with the puck, still with 52 seconds left to go in the man advantage. They're on the backhand in the slot. They fire that wide. Speaker able to get a blocker on it anyway. The Rams now on the puck, trying to curl with it. They do. They go off the crossbar. That puck was batted off the goal line by Kluchek there. Speaker's going to owe him a drink when all is said and done. Of course, talking about a Coca-Cola. These kids are only 16. It's now North Park trying to get that puck up and out from the end boards. Keyworth turns with it, flicks that puck up and out of the zone. Bouncing puck is going to miss all sticks, and it's going to relieve a little bit of the pressure here with 17 seconds left to go on the man advantage. It's the Rams firing that puck all the way up, and icing had been waived, and so it's Farrow all the way back for it. Farrow sends that puck on up and out, and the Rams have to reset. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as the Rams dump in. Kluchek on the puck. He's got Farrow with him. Kluchek reverses to himself. A Rams man fires on the puck. Bouncing puck guided out of the zone by Samosi. Samosi joined on the rush by Meller, and he's got Halpern behind him. Samosi carries it into the offensive end. Halpern across, picks up that puck. It floats to the neutral zone. He finds Farrow there. Farrow up to Halpern. Halpern settles it down, pulls it farther, and into the offensive end. It's 10-on-10 over there in the corner as number compatriots meet from each team. It's Samosi working that puck up to Meller at the blue line. Meller walks the blue line, dumps the puck to some open ice. Touch farther by Grebin. Grebin for Samosi, back to Grebin. Grebin settles it with the skate. It's on the stick, looking for Halpern in front. That puck bounced off a skate in front, and it was North Park eventually getting that puck back through Meller. Meller on the puck, carries it deep once more, throws it in front. That puck pops up, still loose in front, and it's the Rams coming away with it. What a save there by the Rams netminder. After the North Park shot, the Rams dump in. Under 9 minutes left to go in this one as it's Halpern working that up to Samosi. Samosi with a little bit of time, but the Ice Monster gobbles up the pass. The Rams dump in once more. It's Samosi who gets it back. He's got a man draped on him this time. The Rams throw that all the way across. It was good stick work by Meller to cut out the threat. He finds Grebin. Grebin in full flight, 1-on-2 as North Park makes a change. Grebin able to delay in the offensive end, looking for a trailer there. It goes just past Sweeney. Tannenbaum picks up at his own blue line. Tannenbaum across for Kluchek. Kluchek on up. It's going to be the Rams fresh onto the ice to pick that puck up. They couldn't play it looked like. They were worried about a too many men on the ice penalty. And the Keyworth shot goes just high and wide. It's now Keyworth back on the puck. Keyworth still with the puck. And he's turning for it in that far corner. He's got two Rams men draped on him. One without a stick, it looks like. as North Park can make a change while the puck's in the offensive end. Tannenbaum pulls it off the wall, and he turns, try and get that puck onto his forehand. Fresh onto the ice was Vigliotti keeping the zone, leaves it for Keyworth, who dumps it right back to Vigliotti, throws it out front, shot and scored! Well, it was Malcolm Sweeney in front off what looked like the Vigliotti pass from down low. And just like that, North Park extends its lead to 5 halfway through this third period. Well, 88-22. If you were a craps player, you'd say all the hard ways hit on that one. And now it will be the Rams coming away with it in their own zone. Tannenbaum on the forecheck. Kluchek's going to keep this in off the skate and carries it deeper into the offensive end. Looking for Tannenbaum there, but too many Rams in the way. They will skate this up and out past their blue line. Vigliotti gets back with Keyworth. Here come the Rams on the forehand, near side of the ice. They shoot in. Speaker rejects that shot and the follow-up. And now it's the Rams still trying to throw this out front. Rams throw that all the way across to the far side of the ice. It missed all sticks in front. Rams still with possession in the offensive end. Sweeney on the forecheck, able to separate his man and leave for Tannenbaum. Tannenbaum up for Keyworth, who will give chase. Arm raised here for icing, but it was waved as Keyworth had gotten close. Puck rolls through the blue paint, tapped in once more, and covered nicely by the Rams netminder. And so you can catch your breath with 6:55 left to go here in the third period. And an offensive zone draw upcoming for North Park. It'll be Samosi, Halpern, Farrow, Meller, and Grebin as the 5 for the visitors. Far side of the ice drop. It'll be Meller at the dot. Grebin switches over toward the slot. Samosi's at the top of the circle. Samosi takes that face-off win, works it up to Farrow at the far point. Farrow on the puck, fires in once more, blockered aside by the Rams goalie. It's now Samosi on the puck, able to curl with it. Halpern calling for it at the point. Samosi cycles it deeper for Meller. Meller on down toward Grebin. Off the back of the cage comes that puck for Meller once more. And Meller carries it into the corner. Trying a give and go there was North Park. And it's Samosi who comes away with it. He's got 3 Rams on him, carries it to the end boards. North Park doing well to maintain possession here as Farrow fires that in, and it's saved once more by the Rams goalie. It's Samosi leaving there for Meller. Meller up to Halpern. Halpern walks the blue line with it. Farrow gets back to prevent any odd man rush. North Park able to dump in. Grebin throws that toward Halpern. Halpern on the backhand, carries it to the far corner, dumps in once more. Rams try to work it up the strong side of the ice on the breakout. Instead, they reverse it over to this near side. And it's all North Park there. Grebin carries it up the half wall, up to Farrow, who looks to dump in. He does. He finds Samosi in the corner. Samosi on the puck, works that deeper. All the way to Meller. Meller out in front. Puck sits there. Trying to pull that back was Grebin. Instead, the Rams worked it up to the blue line. No farther. Touched in front. Samosi nearly on the redirect. Instead, it'll be the Rams working that puck up and out. And there'll be no icing on this play as there was a North Park stick that must have touched the puck on the zone exit. It's Samosi to pick up in front of the Zamboni doors, far side. Flicks that up to the blue line. Look out. It's going to be touched farther there. Speaker able to make the save, and he jumps right on it after he finds it in front of his pads. And so just a shot on goal from the home team in that sequence. 5:21 left to go here in the third period. In what has been a very active 18U exhibition between two teams on a Sunday night who are skating hard every moment of this one. It's Tannenbaum at the dot. Clean win. Back to Keyworth. Keyworth uses the curved wall to work it up to Vigliotti. Vigliotti works that back toward Kluchek, who works it on up to Tannenbaum. Tannenbaum now into the offensive end. Tannenbaum on the puck. It's a trailer in Keyworth. Keyworth fires. That puck's deflected up into the netting. It was good stick work by the Rams to keep this a 7-2 hockey game. 5:02 remaining to go in this one. It'll be Sweeney, Vigliotti, Tannenbaum, Kluchek, and Keyworth as the 5 skaters. It's North Park trying to work that puck forward. It gets caught in some skates, does the puck. And as it's batted around, it's fired in and saved nicely by the Rams. Turnaround shot from Vigliotti goes just wide on a deflection. It's Vigliotti who has the puck back And so just one shot on the sequence right off the face-off there by North Park. Here come the Rams back in the other direction. They're going to dump in deep. Puck hits the end boards there. First to it is Keyworth, and he's got a little ice in front of him. He'll stop and reverse, and then flick that puck on up and out. He hits Tannenbaum's shin pads, which counts just the same on defeating any icing call. Puck wasn't going to roll past the end line anyway, I suppose. Anyway, it's the Rams on the breakout, trying to touch it farther past their blue line. They go across the ice. It's the Rams carrying it farther, and they'll dump on in. Kluchek back for it behind his own cage, whips it around near side of the ice. Bigliotti trying to settle the puck there. He's got Tannenbaum for support. Kluchek joins. Bigliotti has it back near side, carries it across his own zone as North Park can go make a change. Bigliotti carries it all the way into the offensive end, leaves for Keyworth there, and it will be the Rams trying to get the puck up and out, but Keyworth able to fight off two skaters and curl toward the slot. Still Keyworth all the way across. He was looking for Meller, who had stalked in. Got handcuffed just a bit by the pass, but Grebin has it back at the end boards. This time it's a trailer, and it was Halpern with the shot. Here come the Rams. It's a full break for the Rams. The Rams all the way into the offensive end. They shoot and they score. Well, on the breakaway, the Rams able to find the back of the net with 3:34 left to go in this one. It's a 7-3 hockey game. Now, Speaker had nearly gotten back to that back post, but because the puck was on the shooter's forehand, he was able to elevate up past the leg pad, and so the Rams able to pot that one on the break, but here comes North Park right back in the opposite direction. The Rams on the puck, near side of the ice in their own zone, looking to break out once more. They skated up the center of the ice. Look out, the Rams with some speed and some verve here. But it was Halpern able to guide that puck harmlessly to the near corner. And now North Park bodying a man there in that near corner. Here comes Grebin, joined by Halpern. Grebin on the forehand, shoots. That puck's deflected wide of the cage. Halpern has it back, looking for Samosi now. Fired all the way across toward Meller. Meller carries it deeper into the zone. Jousted with there as the puck is found by Grebin. Grebin on the puck. He carries it to the near corner and then dumps all the way across the ice as we tick under 3 minutes left to play. It's the Rams looking to emerge with it. They fire it to the near side. Grebin there first. Grebin on the puck on the backhand. Carries it up toward Halpern. Halpern just fires it deeper for Samosi. Samosi at the end line. Able to fire a shot in that's saved once and then twice, and the officials lose sight of the puck on the near side, and so we get a stoppage in play. That puck was loose, but not really an advantage to either team. And so a couple of shots for the visitors on the sequence. And 167 seconds left to play. Now maybe 147. I knew that math was off, right? You knew that math was off. I could hear you. Anyway, it's Bigliotti on the face-off win, carrying that puck farther. Here come the Rams, opposite side of the ice. Keeping the zone, though, is Keyworth. Momentum carries that puck out of the zone eventually. Keyworth, though, able to jam up any zone break-in or neutral zone play by the Rams. And so back to Tannenbaum it goes. Kluchek tries to dump that puck farther. He does on the second bite at the apple. And so the Rams to retrieve at their end boards. It's Sweeney on the forecheck. Here come the Rams on the breakout. It's going to miss a couple of sticks. Keyworth's first to it at his own blue line. Under 2 left to play. That puck just sits in the offensive end. Speaker out of his cage to play it. Instead, it will be North Park with some nifty passing in their own zone and then sending that puck up through the neutral zone. Waiting for it was Sweeney there as the Rams try to clear the zone, but pulled off the wall by Tannenbaum. Touched farther by Kluchek. Now Kluchek settles that puck at the blue line, bats it on in, looking for Sweeney. Sweeney on his man there, sends it over toward Bigliotti, trying to repay the assist he got earlier. Instead, that puck sent by the Rams up and out of the zone with 1:23 left to go in this game. One more plug for next weekend. North Park back in action in suburban Philadelphia. And both games on Saturday and Sunday, subject to carrier restrictions. We should have all the coverage here for you on Midnight Sports. Don't forget to give us a like, follow, or subscription. It helps us, and it's free to you. You won't miss a moment of 18U North Park hockey this season. It's now North Park on the face-off win in the neutral zone. Nice little saucer play there by Farrow up to Halpern, who can dump on in. Grebin and Meller give chase in the near corner. Puck cycled, but Grebin able to pick it off the boards all the way across. North Park looking for more. Farrow on the puck, and He will retrieve and work deeper for Samosi. Samosi curls with the puck. It goes off a skate, and then he gets it back. Does Rafi Samosi on the forehand. Skates it behind the net as he carried the puck just a bit farther. Halpern all the way across. That puck's going to be saved by the Rams netminder. And so we get another stoppage in play here with 49 seconds left to go. Shots 38-22 in North Park's favor, which feels like a fair estimate of how the game has gone after the first few minutes when the Rams had some grade A chances. North Park really settled and worked into the game despite having several leads. But here come the Rams. Commentators curse all alone into the offensive end. Getting all the way back was Halpern to cut out what looked like a 2-on-1. And North Park trying to carry it in the other direction. The Rams have the puck back. Under 30 seconds left to play here as they fire in. Speaker able to freeze it there into the chest protector. And so counted as a shot on goal. Nothing more with 25 ticks left to go up here in Westchester County. Gives us time enough to thank you so much for joining us late on a Sunday night right here on Midnight Sports. This is Tannenbaum at the dot. Rams take that face-off win up to the near point. They fire in, but blocking that shot is Vigliotti, who chips it farther, looking for Sweeney. Sweeney ties up his man, and now Keyworth dangles a man, goes behind the back, tries to touch it home. What a save by the Rams netminder. And we play on. 7 seconds left to play here as the puck's on that far side of the ice. Dumped in once more by Tannenbaum over towards Sweeney. Sweeney throws it in front, hits a skate. Buzzer should go here. It does. And that'll do it. We've gone final here from the PlayLand Ice Casino. It's North Park 7, the New York Rams 3. Thanks so much for joining us right here on Midnight Sports. We'll see you again next weekend. Until then, stay safe.